They took over our DNA. They changed everything about us. Everything about us is regulated now. The world as we knew it has ended. But that's not really how this works. To understand how genetic engineering works, we have to ask ourselves, what is genetic engineering? We know that genetics is the study of DNA. We also know that engineering is the use of science and math to solve real-world problems. Put the elements of these two together, we get genetic engineering, which is the science of editing DNA and all of its related elements for a specific outcome. Let's take a look at some real-world examples. One of the most common household examples of genetic engineering is GMOs. A lot of our food, especially corn, has been genetically modified to have specific nutrient values or growth rates. Another example is vaccines, especially with the COVID-19 vaccine that's right around the corner. A lot of targeted medicines were also created using genetic engineering. So let's take a look at how genetic engineering actually works. Researchers start off by identifying a DNA segment that they wish to replicate, which is usually in the form of a series of codons. Codons are a set of 3 nucleotides that are used in DNA. Nucleotides come in adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. From here, the specified DNA segment is isolated and then packaged with proteins. This protein acts as the package carrier for the DNA segment. Sometimes bacterial plasmids are used. From here, the complex is sent into the host cell. The protein then identifies where it has to cut the host cell's DNA and insert the new segment. And the host cell's cell replication process takes over to spread the new mutation. The best part is that this process isn't new. Humans have been fascinated by genetics and have been altering genetics all around them for centuries. The father of modern genetics, Gregor Mendel, was alive in the 1800s. But even before his wonderful experiments on pea plants, humans had been selectively breeding organisms all around them for centuries. Dog and cat breeds are the best example of selective breeding from our past. Now that we have a better idea of how genetic engineering actually works, we can separate fact from fiction in this wonderful new field.